What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the Mythic Legions Undead Builder Pack. Now, this pack is pretty cool. It comes with quite a bit, so you're going to have a bunch of extra parts laying around, as far as I could tell, so that you can throw them on different figures that you've gotten throughout the line and kind of just make this undead army, which is really cool. That Necronominus wave is coming in really strong, and they're really pushing the undead aspect of it, which is really cool. This figure looks to be pretty awesome with all these different parts. So, here he is in the packaging. You can already see the multiple head sculpts, the multiple arm sculpts, legs. Behind him is all these different hands and different accessories. Just looks like it's coming with so much. We've got the side with a little bit of a bio here. You got the back with another part of the bio that comes with the wave. You've got some of the undead figures from the wave. Probably the more like deluxe ones, I guess, because it doesn't have the knights or anything like that on there. Other side with the faction. There he is. Now let's get it open and check it out. All right, so here's the Undead Legion Builder outside of that main clamshell, and it does have a couple of clamshells, but I figured this might be a time to get a better look at some of these accessories that he comes with. So it might even save a little bit of time with the video. We'll get a better look at some of these things, but we'll kind of go through what we got here. He comes with, it looks like this little clear skull head. You've got another clear head here. You've got two zombie looking heads, so that's 4 different head styles for this figure. You've got some clear arms on him, but you've got these zombie looking heads and legs to swap in there. You've got clear neck pegs or arm pegs. You've got zombified feet, different limbs, the neck. You've got this ghost effect or like spirit type effect going on in there. You've got a mace. You've got what would look like the top part of like a halberd or something like that. Second clamshell, you've got some leather pauldrons. You got a belt. You got this long blade, curved blade. You've got a bunch of different hands here. You got zombified hands, different poses. You've got the clear hands, kind of same thing. I guess it is kind of hard to see in there, but again, I will bring these out in just a moment. But we're just looking at everything. You got this little neck guard here. You've got some cuffs. You got some spirit effects, misting. You've got the different back adapters. So comes with quite a bit, especially when you start thinking about this right here with all the different head styles. So if you want to use all 4 different heads, you need 4 bodies. You can throw it on existing figures. You can try to get 4 of these, but then again, you'll have 4 of those heads for each one of those that you get. So you're looking at what, like 16 heads if you just get 4 bodies. So pretty crazy. All right, I pulled some of the parts out of that first tray, pretty much everything out of the first tray, and most of the things out of the second tray. So we'll get just a quick glimpse at some of that stuff. So you get this neck peg here. You can see the details in the paint in there. You get this neck piece here. That kind of goes with the, I guess it could be used with any of these clear head sculpts. So you got this head sculpt here. You can see there's a lot of detail in there, but it's translucent. So some of that's going to get lost with your lighting, that sort of thing. But it also, if you hit it with the right lights, it makes it look more ethereal, I guess. So pretty cool. Then when you use it with a piece like this, it looks like it's really a spirit, some kind of crazy spirit thing going on. So pretty cool. And you get 2 of those, which is pretty nice, because you also get that other clear head that's on the body right now. So you can add that to it to give it a different look, whether you use that body or a different body. You get this other head sculpt here, which looks really cool. Check that out. The jaw being, broken, not really together. Got the different color eyes in there, which is really cool. Check that out. The skull, different colors. It's probably like the skin, the meat, the bones. You're kind of, everything's decaying at different rates. So, pretty crazy looking. That's pretty wild. That's a lot of detail and paint in there. And that's one thing to look at. It's like, look at the sculpts and then look at the paint that's used to bring out all of that, Really nice. Keep dropping that. Yeah. Pretty cool. And besides the other head sculpt that's on him, those are the other three. You get the different arms that I was showing. Sculpt, the wash through it, the dry brushing looks really good. The legs to match. Look at that, some of the skin being torn away. Really, really crazy detail in there. You get the feet. Really cool. On the bottom. And there's so much dry brushing and detailing to this figure. And I'm not sure what these are. I think these are different, maybe wrist pegs, because there's another one here. I'm thinking maybe if you don't want to use the gauntlets that's on him, you got these options. You get this mace that is kind of rusted a little bit. You can see the detail in there. Really nice sculpt. Dry brushing, everything about it. You got that nice rust in there again. You get this short, like halberd. They cut it in half and put an end on it. Same thing. Really nice sculpt, and it's got that little rust paint to it. Really nice looking. Then, of course, you got the other one. So you pretty much get one of everything for each side. You got part of the second tray, I believe. You got the pauldrons. I like these pauldrons. I like the leather look. That's one of my favorite styles for Mythic Legions. Valak had really nice black ones. I just like it. It kind of makes me think of like a Roman soldier or something like that. But nice brown leather with some dry brushing in there. You got the paint for the black leather. Look at the little silver dots on there. Really cool. You got this longer curved blade. Nice silver. Nice detail. And again, dirtied up dry brush. Really cool. You get some little like smoke effects. I say smoke effects, but there's like a kind of like the misting sort of thing. You get different kinds of wings attachments, I believe is what they were. You get a different kind of style of neck guard. So here you have like a more of an armored type neck guard there. You got the leather type neck guard here. Got a couple of hands. Now this is from the second pack, or second tray, rather. So you got more of the hands going on in that one. So this is all, let me see, reaching. Love these hands, the sculpt. Look how translucent that is. Sculpt is nice. No paint on there because it is going to make it, that would defeat the purpose of having it translucent like that. You got a gripping hand. Less grippy hand. More of a relaxed gripping. Pretty cool. And, we got the cuffs. Some chains. So he could look like he was a prisoner or something like that, I love these. Look at that really nice chain work. Those cuffs look really nice. The detail in there. And let me grab some more of this stuff out. So we got more hands, left and right for different looks. We got the left and right of the style hands. Just dropping everything today. Check out those details. Nice wash, nice sculpt, nice paint. You got these kind of reaching out hands. I like it. You got a little bit more of a gripping hands, but these have the vertical hinges in case you're, for wielding your weapons. Really nice. I'm glad they do that, vertical and horizontal ones for you. These ones are horizontal. Same style. Just to help you, pose a lot better. And that is pretty much it for all of the accessories. Let's take a look at him. So for him, this is the way he comes in the package. You've got this lower jaw removed, translucent. Got a little bit of light blue in the eye sockets. You've got a little hole here. Looks like maybe they just took a hinged jaw and removed it. Maybe that's how it would have been articulated on a different figure. You got the neck that is translucent. We've got this armor right here, which just pegs in the back that you can take off. Give yourself a different look, of course. Again, you got all these different options. You got the different neck guard you can throw on there. Have to remove the head to put the other one on. But you got this brown leather, nice brown leather. It's blue up top in here, like his undershirt. But you got the nice buckles, painted really good. Clear arms, hands. You got these bracers. Darker gray. You got the little buttons all, kind of dotted. Got the little dots in the skirt. Got this brown with the blue under. So I like the brown. This is me personally. You're going to have different colorways, everything. Not a real big fan of like that color blue underneath it, but yeah, not terrible. That's just me. But most of my stuff, I kind of keep like these weird neutral colors. I just like that. But you got the silver here. It looks a little dirtied in some areas right on there. There's like a slight dry brushing on the torso and then going through here. Clear legs, shins, feet. And that's pretty much how he comes in package. Now he comes with all those accessories. We'll do a little bit of mix and match and popping stuff, I guess, here. And see what we can come up with. All right, so I went and it is meant to kind of pop and swap, that sort of thing, build, be creative. And I use water, so I had to go separate this guy. I used water. I'm not a big fan of hair dryers, but I do use them every once in a while. But I just got done separating him. Just to kind of loosen it up, I hope, for doing other swaps with other figures, because I'm not going to like go crazy with it, but we'll put a couple of different things together. Again, you got the shoulder pauldrons, which I love. So pop those in. I'll probably leave those in for like ever. Do like that look. So bam, right there. And you can take other figures and throw that in there if you want to. Leave this here. I like that look so far. Of course, we got the torso area. So leave that there. Slide that back in there. Pop that in. Cool. Now we got our body. We've got the spirit parts, so leg. Throw that back in there. We'll do some spirit type stuff first. We like that. Of course, you got one for each side. Looks like the joints in there had like a little bit of residue in there. Probably wouldn't do bad to clean that out somehow. Maybe I'll do that at a different time, but yeah, I'll have to get around to doing that. Or is that going to help keep it, from being loose? I can see some of this stuff getting like kind of loose over time, maybe. From all the popping and swapping. I don't know. We'll see. Got the arms. I think I got the right ones. I could be wrong. Tricep, bicep. Yeah, backwards. Gotta think about my anatomy here. Plus, you're looking at some of the cuts where you can get more articulation in there. You know, if I would have had it backwards, I wouldn't be able to go that far. Speaking of, I didn't really go over articulation. Huh? So I'm going to have to do that here after I get this other head on there. So I'm going to go with that little clear neck. We're going to put one of these. So. And I think that looks awesome. I mean, even that stance just kind of doesn't got to be walking or running, but kind of walking. Like, I think that looks really cool. Really awesome. Look at that. You got the little spiritual effect kind of, or spirit effect kind of coming out of there. Magic effect is the raised little spirit. I think that looks awesome. Now we'll do some articulation real quick. Pop this off. So it does got the ball there. Depending on which head you got on there, of course, it's going to move more than others because it ain't got no lower jaw. Put another one on there real quick. So up, down, some tilt, left to right. T-pose, a little past T. You got no bicep cut. You've got a single jointed elbow, but it bends so far. Like, look how far that's going. Pretty cool. Then you got the peg and hinge for the hands and wrists. You got the ball waist that gives you not that much forward, that much back. Of course, you get all your tilt rotation around there. Legs back and forward about that far. Back to neutral. Does like really nice splits. single jointed knee that bends really nice. You got the hinge pivot for ankle and foot. And you get some really cool movement out of this guy. Maybe he's jumping down from a castle wall about to get somebody. He's got his mace. It's really cool. Just like really cool. So I wouldn't use that flesh head on this one. That's just me personally, but because not with the spirit arms. But here he is with the full head, like zombie head, not like just a skull head, half head. But this is the other translucent one, the other clear one that does got one in. You can do this a bunch of different ways. Is he just floating? Do they float through? Definitely gonna be army building this guy. Mostly, I like zombies and seeing like the zombie army hordes or something like that. I think that's a pretty cool look. We'll get some of those parts on. All right, so here he is with the different setup. So the more of the zombie dead flesh sort of look instead of that little ghost spirit type. Looks really awesome. I would say, have some patience when you're taking it apart. There's so many different parts to this. You can watch Curtis Ackerman. I think he goes by like Art by Ackerman. He does these really awesome like exploded reviews of these figures, basically taken completely apart from every little joint, so you can see exactly what you're working with and where you could replace certain parts, that sort of thing. These guys do come apart in every little place. So you got the hands that separate from this part here, from there. So these are like, that's 3 points right there, and they're all real tiny. So you gotta have some patience when you're trying to take it apart. But when you finally do it, it looks really, really good. Just try not to lose any of those tiny parts or anything like that. It adds to your customizable, customizability, I guess I'll say. Having those small parts that could be changed out too. It's the little details sometimes that could separate it from, everybody looking the same. But look at this guy. Looks so awesome. I got the different hand here. One of my favorite hand sculpts. You've got the jaw like that. I'm gonna leave this head on there. I'm probably actually gonna leave him just like this because I think he looks amazing. I just need to get a couple more for building. Maybe I'll take the pauldrons off of some other ones, and try to make them look a little bit different. But that head sculpt alone is just absolutely amazing. And you can have him like on the ground or something like that, just a torso, maybe just awakening, reaching out for somebody at night or something. He's just a defeated person. Maybe he's not even brought back. Maybe that's just his decaying body. You got skeletons in the line. You can just, do your whole thing there. Mix and match with that. Skelly hands, bones all through here, showing different stages of decay, I guess. But looks so cool. And again, you just got to try to find the little creepy factor to it. Kind of wish this halberd was a little bit longer so I could have it like dragging or something. But it looks really cool, really nice. Then you could do, you've got all these leftover parts, which is why he is a builder, because you can get so many different looks out of him if you have like multiple packs. But also, let's say you take a little knight here. I have one of the earliest Templars here. we're just gonna, you just put this head on there. Do that. So just like that. Yeah. You pop this helmet off, you put that head on there, and you got 2 undead characters just like that. Now you have all these different hands and everything like that too. So maybe, let's see. Now check that out. You got a gauntlet on one hand. You've got the flesh on the other one. It looks really cool. Kind of been messing around a little bit. You got the undead head on here again. That hand, I left him alone. I took the chains and put it on this one and removed the pauldrons. Give him an entirely different look. I love the chains. I think you can use that as a versatile piece. You can use that for anything. Maybe they're taking prisoners. Who knows? Um, changing them into undead. Who knows? Or you just use it for other figures. Maybe they're taking prisoners, which is such an awesome piece. And the actual chain. I took my Valiant Knight, one of them, and pretty much the one that I use in like most of my comparisons and stuff. And I just took the spirit head and put it on him. So I mean, that's I took the parts that already came with this guy. You've got one look, threw some on this older Templar, gave him a entirely different look. Take some of the spirit head, threw it on the Valiant Knight, got an entirely different look. And you're building this undead army with all these parts that came with it. And then, I mean, this Necronominus wave is here, so you've got, other Templars that have skelly heads, and you've just, I don't know, the playability and the army building could just go crazy with this. I mean, it's going to be wild. Just your imagination, the things you can do. And these are just quick little things that I had laying around. Of course, I didn't touch the Elijah Templar. He was just like that. But these ones are all using some pieces from that set, the one set. And I mean, this is the Templar style color. You can see it's there, just in a different color. I mean, give them a mace, you just mix and match and throwing all your different parts and pieces together. I mean, it's pretty cool. Maybe throw some of these ghost parts onto the Valiant body. That would probably look really cool. You get a whole other look there. That'd be pretty awesome. So, I'm not going to get too crazy with it. I'm pretty much going to leave it like that. Might leave him with the chains. I think this is pretty much the look I'm going to go with, minus the. I need to put these back on. I was just showing kind of a different look for him. You have him like this. You put these on there, take the chains off. You get an entire different look. You can swap the legs onto anything. Maybe you've already been, popping and swapping across this line, and you have just parts laying around. There's different events, different things. If you meet up, there's mythic meetups, pop and swap events, IshCon, that sort of thing. You can just find parts. You can get parts out there, just parts, things you need. I've got like a bag of just different parts here. I've got more than this laying around. This is just one that I got from Legions Con that I happen to have here, right next to me. But I mean, you just go find different parts, bodies, upper bodies, lower bodies, and just start throwing, these little clear pieces on them or these flesh pieces on them, and start fleshing it out. I mean, you get so many different parts with this thing. It is truly like an amazing Legion builder. There are other Legion builders out there, and they are awesome too. The earlier ones, like the Knights, Barbarian. Now you got this guy that's stepping it up even more. So I mean, I think it's a pretty cool set. I think it comes with a lot of parts that'll help you throughout for your display, depending on what you're going for. Again, you don't have to leave it like this. You can just do it for a photo or something like that, and then put your figures back to normal. And just so many different options with this, and they all look really good. I mean, the detail in there, the paint, the flesh, the sculpt, the dry brushing. A really awesome Legion builder here. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this review. I'm not gonna go any, do anything else with it. I might do it off camera and like have fun with it, on my own. But yeah, this gives you a good idea of like what you can do, what it comes with. So I like this figure, and I'm curious if you guys picked it up, and if you're popping and swapping, what are you doing? I love seeing those videos and those photos and everything like that, because you get so many different ideas. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully it helped you out deciding whether you need this. I do think it is a nice one that's pretty kind of worth it, but that's always going to be up to the person, whether it's something for you, not for you. My favorite head sculpt is probably this one. I think it's absolutely beautiful. You sculpted and painted and everything like that. And then I like this one. It kind of reminds me of like Ghost Rider. Oh, those little smoke things, they actually go in the eyeballs. So I don't know, you can do like a vanquished effect type thing, but I don't know that I'll leave them in there or not. I think I like it without it. I'm a big Ghost Rider fan, so and that kind of makes me think of them. But yeah, again, that's it for this review. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Saw what you needed to see. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.